Hello, everybody. So today we're gonna be doing a tier list on all the season events and mission events in Deep Rock Galactic, because I was stuttering and barely could name a single one in the mission tier list. So let's start with the Prospector. Now the Prospector itself is pretty mid. It's a pretty mid boss fight, but it's also a pretty mid season event. I never saw it as a real season event. I just kind of saw it as a pretty mediocre boss fight that drops stuff. Basically, if you don't know, the Prospector, you can catch him flying around in your missions, and if you shoot him, he'll spawn a health bar with 3 phases. In between each phase, he'll become invulnerable and spawn enemies. Once you beat him, he drops the data core. It's a pretty mid boss fight. I'm gonna give it solid B tier. Now, the Prospector data deposit, if you don't know, it's kind of like the hacking parts of the industrial sabotage mission where you have to hack the shield generators. It's pretty mid, but what makes it better is that it drops the data core, and I don't know, but it's definitely better than the Prospector because it involves more skill. I don't know. It's just more coherent because it has more stuff to do and more interaction. The Prospector is kind of like a side mission. So I'm gonna give it... why can't I click it? I can't click it, guys! That's why. Alright. Why is this so laggy? Okay, next season event is... Why can't I touch anything? The next season event is the transmitter core. The transmitter. I think that's what it's called. Basically, you have to activate it by breaking its power core, or its power transmitter, and then you have to hack the the data nodes or whatever before it explodes on you. Basically, you have to like cut 2 wires or something, like that kind of stuff. But yeah, you like cut 2 wires for about like 3 or 4 of the antenna nodes, and then either you fail and it explodes, or you win and you get the data core. It's pretty solid. Why can't I click anything? Why can't I click anything, bro? Okay, I'm gonna give this A tier, better than the Prospector. Or Prospector data deposit. Okay, now we have the lithophage meteorite. Now the lithophage meteorite is pretty rare, alright? You never really see it. But basically, it'll drop down at any point in one of your missions, and if you see it, you have to set up 2 rock crackers and connect them to the meteorite to crack it, and then you get 3 play cards once you're finished cracking it. So basically, once you set up the crackers, you have to start the event, right? By building the rock cracker things and starting the rock crackers, and then it builds a health bar, and you have to defend the rock cracker pods from the enemies, and then you crack the meteorite. It's pretty mid, but I'm gonna give it better than the Prospector on B tier. Mini meteorites. The mini meteorites were introduced in Season 4 Critical Corruption, and the mini meteorites are a solid F tier. Alright, so basically they can spawn at any part of your mission, and it spawns a bunch of mini meteorites, but only one of them has a play card. But you have to get 3 play cards for a full performance point bonus. So if you get 1 play card from these, which counts as your whole season event total, you're fucked, because you only get 1 mission bonus. So yeah, F tier. And corruptor can go in F tier as well. I'm gonna say better than the mini meteorites. Guys, I'm not even clicking. Okay. Better than the mini meteorites, but I just never liked the corruptor. First of all, it's a better boss fight than it's a better season event than the prospector, but the entire boss fight is just so aggravating, right? Because you have to get a pod, right? You have to get a cleansing pod, and you have to defoam it and then vacuum it up while it's attacking you. You can't attack it yet. That's like 3 shield bars, and then once it's like fully uncovered, you have to shoot it. It seems fairly simple on paper, but when you're doing it in real life in some like whack ass cave, and it's attacking you with its most horrid attacks, which do like way too much damage to you, by the way. It's just very annoying. It's a very annoying boss fight. Now the core stone. The core stone is a very different type of event. It's a very good event. I'm gonna give it. Oh my god, what? I'm gonna give it S tier. Alright, S tier because first of all, other than the prospector and the corruptor or Dave, whatever his name was, I think it was Harold. Other than Harold, the core stone is a good boss fight because basically you have to mine the core stone until the core stone actually shows up and is floating there. And it spawns a bunch of core spawn, right? Core spawn crawlers that will jump around and attack you. And then you have to mine it again once you take out more of the core stone health. That's three phases, and once you take it out, you put it in. Instead of just depositing it in the mule or something, you actually put it in a return pod, right? Which gives it a little bit extra points because that's pretty cool. It's pretty badass. But yeah, it's pretty good mission. It's pretty good event. Okay, next up is the Omen Modular Exterminator. Right now we're also doing the machine events. We're done with the season events. The Omen Modular Exterminator, the biggest and hardest event out of all the machine events, is actually my favorite event. People always say, "Oh, it's too hard. It's too hard." Well, they're wrong, because I love this event, and it can be cheesed very easily. Okay, so the hardest part about this is the pulse cannon at the bottom of it. It has like these purple pulse cannons at the bottom, but it can be cheesed with if you have an engineer or a gunner. You can either put a platform above it, like slightly above it, and you can still activate the green pods to come out, and or you can use the zip line. And anyone can use these. If you're playing scout or driller, sorry, buddy, but yeah, and the twin slicers are pretty easy. They never touch you. They're just kind of there for special effect. And the heavy cannon is very easy to dodge because there's only one heavy cannon. All you have to do is just run around the map if it comes to you, but do not take this thing lightly. It does mega damage. The only other hard part about this, other than the pulse cannon, that can't really be cheesed is the bomber drones. The bomber drones are pretty difficult to deal with because they can bomb you, and sometimes you won't even know about it. But yeah, I'm gonna give this. Oh my god. Bottom of S tier. Next up, we got the tritolite deposit. Now, the tritolite deposit, you have to activate the things to laser the actual thing, and then it calls down a can. Calls down a can, right? And you have to throw baskets at it to make it explode, right? And it's got a health. It's kind of like a boss fight, but yeah. my main gripe with this is it's very situational. Sometimes the bomber can spawn very close to it and it's pretty easily cheesed. But sometimes it'll spawn like either way high up or like way far away, and you have to like carry it all the way to the trilite deposit while being booty fucked by enemies, and you are on a timer. I'm gonna give this bottom of B tier. Actually, no, better. Yeah, I'm gonna put it right there for now. The cursite deposit, I'd say it's alright. Basically, you have to kill a bunch of cursite infected enemies and grab their squishy yellow cores and put them in the cursite deposit. It's alright. Sometimes you can get Praetorians, which you have to do about like 10 or 8 of. Sometimes you can get the acid spitter or the flyers, the flying guys, and have to do like 13 of them. It's alright. I'm gonna give it like maybe bottom of A tier. The C tier for the Ebonites. I just don't like this one. It's very mid. All these other events are here, but I don't feel like rating them. However, I do feel like rating the Betsy, because the Betsy actually has a bit of a reward, you know, for fighting it, right? So basically, the Betsy, once you kill it, once you defeat it, you can make it like your friend, and it can fight enemies for you. Basically, you wake it up, and it has these weird tentacle suckers on it that you have to shoot, which are infecting it and making it violent, right? It can shoot you with a burst turret, and bomb you, or just mega bomb you with a shield on it. I'm gonna give this one S tier. Yeah, so that'll be it for today's ranking, guys. Like and subscribe. Oh yeah, go to bed, you guys.